back, and it's time for CCN Arts with Anne-Marie Villicana.
That's right. She's here with her guest, Eva Malhotra. Anne-Marie?
Hi, Mary and Derek. My guest today is Eva Malhotra. She is a fabulous artist, but she's also a lawyer by day. So, Eva, please welcome and tell us, how did you get involved in art?
Well, actually, I went to art school first before I went to law school. And I dropped out. I went to Cal Arts, and then I went and got a degree in literature at UCLA, and then I went to law school, where I met my husband.
Oh, well, that's great. So when you're practicing law, you just didn't enjoy it so much and thought you'd go back to art, or how did that happen?
Well, it's something that I've always liked to do ever since I was a child, and so I never really stopped doing art, but seriously, I've only really been doing it for the last 15 years after my kids grew up.
So do you have a difficult time balancing the law practice and painting?
Well, not so much anymore now that our kids are grown up.
Right. So do you reserve a special time then to paint each day?
Yes, I get up at 4 in the morning and I start painting, and I work until around 9 o'clock in the morning, and then I go to the office, and then after work I come home and I have dinner and I go back to the studio.
Oh, that's great. So you really have a great discipline. So where have you been painting? Do you paint always in the studio, or do you ever paint outside?
No. My work requires that I work on top of a surface, because I work on wood.
All right.
And so that means I have to have a table. Sometimes I work outside, but I have to have a table on which I can put it, because my work is basically done on wood, on birch wood.
Birch.
And then I layer many colors. For example, this one here might have about 15 layers of colors. And then
it's like a lacquered box. I wish that people could actually see the texture. It's really like sculpture.
It is
sculpture.
similar to sculpture, because what I do is then after all the layers have been applied, then I take woodworking tools and then I carve it.
Wow.
So that's the technique that I use.
That's incredible. Well, I find it fascinating the way you do this. So when you do these things, are they just abstract, or are you trying to create something that will recognize the image?
No, usually I just basically go with the feeling that I have, that I want to express, and I work by choosing colors that I feel might express those feelings, and then after, when I start doing the actual carving, the work kind of takes over sort of a very intuitive form, and it just seems to dictate to me what I need to do on it.
You know, I found it so fascinating looking at your piece here and hearing all the different ideas of what people here at the studio thought it was, and you said you really hadn't created that, but this painting you're holding really looks like an aerial shot of a city. People were saying they could see freeways, they could see the ocean on the side and the neighboring streets and things, and you said that wasn't what you were thinking of.
No, I wasn't. Not when I was creating it. It really is a very intuitive, process-driven creation.
And then can you tell us a little bit about this other painting that we have here? It also has beautiful textures and very layered, and parts of it are carved in, as you said, and then others are raised out. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, this one, as I was doing it, I really wanted to express my feelings about nature, and I had just been in the garden, and so I wanted to express that feeling of the wind blowing and the plants moving and the winged insects around the garden.
It's beautiful,
and so
absolutely beautiful.
I wanted to kind of express that feeling.
So have you shown at an exhibit or a gallery that we would be able to see soon?
Well, actually, I'm going to be showing at the Mexican Consulate in the month of July, but I have also shown recently at the LA Art Fair.
How wonderful.
Which was at the convention center, and
well, you have beautiful, beautiful things, and I hope that all of us can enjoy this further. So I hope that all of you get to enjoy some of Eva Malhotra's beautiful art, and I will take it back to you, Mary and Derek.
Well, that's it for the show, and we want to thank our guests, Sharon Kyle, Thomas Hewlett, Marlon Nichols, Anne-Marie Villicana, and her incredible guest, Eve Malhotra. Great art, huh?
Wonderful.
Yeah, I also want to thank our sponsors, yeah?
Our sponsors, we want to thank our sponsors, Foothill Transit, EH Financial, Color Dots, the Smile Agency, and the East San Gabriel Valley ROP, the San Gabriel Valley Economic Partnership. We want to thank you for putting this show on, and we also want to thank our crew. They are fabulous every time they jump
They do
to
a great
attention,
job.
do a
And
great job.
don't forget to join us on the CrownCityNews.com, the Crown City News YouTube page, CCN Twitter and Facebook pages. And don't forget KVMD, 6 a.m. on Sunday, 5 a.m. on Saturday. We look forward to seeing you.